Hey guys, and welcome to my very first video on our brand new YouTube channel, Swag That Bag. Now, Swag That Bag is a luxury online consignment boutique where you can buy and sell authentic, pre-loved handbags and accessories. I'm Rebecca, the founder of Swag That Bag, and on this channel I'm going to be sharing about the business, showcasing products, answering any questions that you might have, as well as giving you some tips as it relates to handbags and accessories. I am super excited about this opportunity, and what I wanted to do today is just share my story and tell you how Swag That Bag came about, okay? Well, my passion for designer handbags started over 30 years ago when I bought that first Gucci Boston bag. I never will forget. Now, back then, we weren't saturated with these European brands in the USA that we have today, like Celine, Balenciaga, and Christian Louboutin. Back then, if you had a Gucci or Fendi, it was like the it brand. And that's where it started. It started from that first Gucci bag. And from there, it just kind of graduated to designer clothes, shoes, the accessories, on and on and on. Now, I've been an entrepreneur since the early 1990s. Even when I was in corporate America, I always had this side gig going on where I was doing accounting work for small businesses. And I had written 2 books even while I was still in corporate America. So in 2008, I decided, it's time for me to take it to the next level. So what I did at that time, I went ahead and I got my coaching certificate, and I quit my job and I started my own coaching practice. And I have absolutely loved it. So for the past 8 years, I have been doing coaching and consulting. Now it gets to a point where you take an assessment of your life, where you think about, what is it that I want to do at this stage in my life, or what is it that I want to do for the future? Now, if you're under 40 years old, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. And you might be saying, no, Rebecca, not me. I just want to reach 62, 65, retire, and collect my Social Security. And I get it, I understand it, nothing wrong with that. But all of us are just not wired that way. When I look at women like Diana Ross and Patti LaBelle and even Joan Rivers at 80 years old, those are my sheroes, because they were doing it all up until older age. And when I look at my life, as long as I'm physically strong, I'm mentally healthy, I'm going to be out there making a mark and creating a legacy that I can pass on to others. I mean, look at Hillary Clinton. She's 69 years old and running for president. That has got to be the most stressful job in the world. But I had reached a crossroads where I said, I've done the status quo, I've done the mainstream, now I want to do my passion. Except it just didn't seem like it was practical enough given my background. And I was having this conversation with a girlfriend at lunch, and I was telling her, what I'm really passionate about, what I really would like to do at this point in my life going forward is handbags. I want to sell handbags. I love fashion, but specifically handbags. She said to me, Becky, do you. If that is where your passion is, then that's what you should do. And here I am, I'm doing me. And I'm telling you, if you have a passion in your heart, if there is something deep within you that you desire to do, I encourage you to do you, and to do you first. I don't care if it's scaling fish, okay? Do you, because that is where your fulfillment is going to come from. I absolutely love luxurious, beautiful things, including handbags and accessories. And I know that I'm not the only one. Now, I have a personal preference for Louis Vuitton and some Gucci, but you might have multiple brands that you're very passionate about. Some of them you may have worn once or twice and threw them in the back of the closet. Or you might be that person who, I like to have some luxurious brands, but I can't afford those retail prices. And let's face it, some of these bags are very expensive and they never go on sale. And Swag That Bag is where the two intersect. It's a safe and secure place where you can consign luxurious handbags and accessories, and you can shop at the best price. And we're in the process of building our e-commerce site, which we plan to launch at the beginning of 2017. And we're also planning a live event that I'm really excited about, and I'll be sharing more about that later. And what we're doing right now is collecting with consigners who have items that they're ready to part with, so that when we launch, we'll have a good stock of inventory. So if you have items that you would like to consign, you can just go to our website at swagthatbag.com and request a consignment kit, and it'll give you all the steps. And as I said earlier, I am super excited. And today I just want to share a little of my story, and I promise the next time we're going to talk about handbags. And I'll get into our policy as it relates to authenticity, and also dealing with the trust, because I know these are very, very precious items to you. I know that I pamper my bags and what have you, and you spend a lot of money for them. So I want to be able to build trust with you so that you can feel comfortable doing business with us. So I'll be sharing more and talking about more about how you can trust us with your luxury items. So thank you so much for tuning in to our very first video, and I look forward to the next time.